How could we use harmonic substitutions without losing the Brazilian accent? This live is for you that play an harmonical or melodic instrument also. Even if you can play the harmonies, you can create some outside sensations, thinking in another harmonies over the original harmony. My name is Luciano Ruas. I'm from the Brazilian accent in improvisation. And today we are going to talk about these harmonizations applied in a frevo, a style of Pernambuco, Recife. We are going to apply in the harmony of Vassourinhas, one of the most known frevos. It's considered the Aiden of Carnival of Recife. That's the capital of Pernambuco. I'm gonna show you first the original harmony. Some people says plays a little different. I took the simple harmony to get easy to see, but I'm gonna show you some substitutions that can happen. So 1, 2, 1, 2. That in the first system, if you see G7, you are seeing a G7 that can be played as let me see, D minor and C sharp diminished. Let me show you the first system just, okay? So it goes. Let me show the melody. It's the one thing I forgot to say is the harmony of the B section of this frevo, right? This G7 and the third system can be played as G minor, alright? It was a little mistake that I committed when writing the harmony, but so think as G minor, alright? So I'm gonna do some improvises using this chorus, alright? To you know better the sound of what is the original sound, all right? And after that we are going to put some changes, okay? You have heard in my first some of my lives that you can search for a modern song, starting from the dominant chords. You can change scales. There are some very well-known dominant scales that are the altered scale, the Dom-Dim scale, and the hexatonic scale that create already a different sound and more modern. So let's apply these scales in the chords first. For example, the hexatonic scale. So this creates already a different sound in the improvise. Okay, we are getting out of the original language of frevo, but we are inside the Brazilian accent also using the rhythms, common rhythms that are played in Brazilian music. All right, and the accent in the notes. All right, this is the way we preserve. We don't. I'm sorry. The second thing I would like to say, it's using a lot of chromatism. That chromatism. It's when I've told you a lot in another lives. Chromatism, we have to be careful because sometimes, or most of the times, they can sound jazzy, and we want to avoid some sounds like that. All right. So how can we can change this harmony? Start creating different sounds. Let's use the dominant substitutes. All right, we can substitute the dominants we are using here to the dominants who have the same tritone. So I've written the harmony changing now, so we can change this chorus. I'm gonna play slower without rhythm. Let me put without the. This is the sound of the dominant substitute, alright? And there is one interesting substitution I want to show you that's returning to the original harmony. It's in the third system. We can substitute the E major for E half diminished. So besides doing that, this is a very common harmony in pop songs, but in Brazilian music that is one more common still in other Brazilian styles. Look now. One thing I would like to say to you about this change, some people tries always to in the melody show the differences between one chord and another chord. But I prefer to do something different. I prefer to go to notes that don't to notes that are far from these changes. So note that I'm not showing the differences. I'm emphasizing notes that are common to these two chords. Then you're gonna do melodies that you can find problems. For example, in the note in the fifth note of sixth and seventh, these notes work well for these two chords. Now I'm gonna mixture these two chains of substitute dominance and this harmonization I've done in the third system using this cliché of flat half diminished flat sixth half diminished chord to fourth minor. Let me see. Oh, it's flat fifth. I'm sorry for that. Right? So let me play without play harmonic instruments, you can create pedals with these harmonies also. It sounds very interesting. Construct these pedal points. I have another kind of harmonization I didn't have written here. Didn't have right here. It's E major 6 and E minor for this part. Let me show you the original harmony. We can E flat 6th and E flat minor 6th. We can change by E flat and C minor half diminished. Okay. Or E flat. We can use A flat 7. Or this harmonization using the flat 6th, the half diminished chord, the 6th grade, it's used in the song My Way. Besides using My Way is in C major, and if it would be in C major, we would go to F and F minor, but in that arrangement we do F major and D half diminished. It's the same harmonization, right? If you think I'm explaining in a fast way, just write on the comments. We can see lives. I can do lives for you in a more detailed way about the harmony and how to study the phrasing. What else you want? Just write for me, okay? Now I'm gonna use the harmonization of the substitute 2/5. Then we are going to create progressions, more complex progressions, and they are more far from the diatonic chords. So let me show you. Besides doing, we are going to do and in the place of G7, A minor, so they are very far from the original harmony. If you play a melodic harmonic instrument, you can do together with you this new harmony. But if you play just a melodical instrument, you are going to create this outside sensation, okay? Doesn't sound wrong because the last chord of the 2/5 is a diatonic chord. Then if you take notes beyond this last chord, they are gonna sound as you got out of the tonality and return again, alright? Let me do very slow this. Let me put the root notes to you here in a more detailed way. Use that different scales also, that try to mix with it. Another thing important thing I've done to maintain your audition, the sensation of the tonality. Sometimes I don't do these harmonizations. I doing some chords to create this sensation, but not all. I change the places in different chorus, so you can create sensations of getting out, besides just getting out and don't return. All right. So this is an important thing, and we do to create the surprises, because sometimes if you play just inside the original language, you're gonna have a lot of limits, and you can create colors through your improvised, going out of the harmony, but creating this relationship with it. All right, I'm gonna play a little more now, using that different scales also, and trying to mixture all the techniques we have seen today. All right. I'm gonna draw different chords. So that's it. These are some of the possibilities. As a pianist, I could use this resource in a harmonic way, but you can, like I said many times here in this live, you can use them in your melodic instrument. And if you play a lot of your friends, you can teach them these substitutions and they can do together with you. Alright, so that's it. Thanks for watching for my this live, and see you tomorrow. Every day we are having lives here about the Brazilian accent in improvisation. Thanks for watching and bye bye.